Welcome everyone back to the Hoops Deep Dive channel. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be going over my off-season losers so far. I know the off-season isn't over and I've been postponing this video just on and on, waiting for stuff to happen. See what happens with KD, Kyrie, what happens in Indiana with Miles Turner, Buddy Hield. But I just wanted to get this video out and get my thoughts out. Hope you guys are having a great day again. Make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get straight onto the video. So we're going to be doing my top 3 off-season losers today. But firstly, I'm going to go over my honorable mentions. And for 2 of these teams, it was largely out of their control, which is why I didn't put them in the top 3. And then for one of them, I don't think it was as bad as people have made it out to be. But firstly, we'll get onto the Charlotte Hornets. And they haven't really had that bad of an off-season. I thought Mark Williams was an awesome pickup in the draft, but I have to put you on here when your leading scorer is going to go to jail. At the end of the day, you have to be an off-season loser. Miles Bridges, they're going to lose him for nothing, and he was probably their second biggest asset behind LaMelo Ball. And when something like that happens to your team, you have to be an off-season loser. But I can't hold that against Michael Jordan and the management. For the Brooklyn Nets, I'll go over on another team, which it wasn't their fault. You have to be a loser when Kevin Durant requests a trade. You have to be. Again, they have done some things I didn't love, like the Patty Mills contract, but Nick Claxton, TJ Warren, they have done some good moves. So I don't think Brooklyn has done a lot wrong this offseason, but I still think they deserve a place on this list for what's happened with Kevin Durant. And then the Indiana Pacers for the Malcolm Brogdon trade, which I will say I don't think was as bad as people have made it out to be. Because over the last 5 seasons, between the ages of 25 and 29, the prime of Brogdon's career, here's how his games played has gone. 48, 64, 54 in a shortened season to be fair, but 56 and 36. That's shocking. That is terrible. And that's basically proven he can't withstand an 82-game season. So I don't think the trade, as good as his talent is, I don't think the trade market was there that a lot of NBA fans think was, and that's why I'm not going to hold the Boston Celtics trade too much against them and put them in the top 3. So at number 3 on my off-season losers, I have the Washington Wizards, and it's really clear that the Bradley Beal contract is going to be one of the worst contracts in the NBA. A supermax for a team that has never gone past the second round with Bradley Beal, a team that struggles to make the play-in each year, and quite frankly, for a player in Bradley Beal who is a good stats on a bad team player. You guys know that I don't like middling franchises who keep these star players and don't go anywhere. I thought they're probably 2 years too late. Bradley Beal should have been traded about 2 years ago when his value was at its highest. If they trade it mid-season, I don't hate it. But for now, keeping Bradley Beal on this team, I just hate. Even if they pair him with Kevin Durant, which they definitely don't have the assets to do. Sorry, Washington Wizards fans. But yeah, I thought it was a poor offseason. And just to put the nail in the coffin, I thought the KCP swap with the Nuggets, in which they got Monty Morris and Will Barton back, I thought it was poor. Monty Morris is an upgrade on Ish Smith in the trade, but Will Barton is old. He's similar to Bradley Beal in the fact that he's a scoring shooting guard, so he doesn't fit your one-star player as well. So I just thought it was a really bad offseason for the Wizards, but not as bad as the 2 teams ahead of them. And at number 2, I have the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it's my reasoning for this is really, really clear. I think Bradley Beal is a better player than Rudy Gobert. I think the contract for Bradley Beal is actually better than Rudy Gobert's contract. I think Rudy Gobert is going to have the worst contract in the NBA, and the Wizards didn't give up any assets to re-sign Bradley Beal. But Minnesota has given up every first-round pick for the rest of the decade and good role players like Patrick Beverley and Jarrett Vanderbilt in order to get Rudy Gobert to the squad. And whilst it might make them a better team next season, for the long run, I don't think it's going to work. When Rudy Gobert ages in 2 years, the decline is going to come quick for Rudy Gobert, and he's taken up $40 million on your cap sheet. They're going to be stuffed. So I think it was a terrible offseason for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Whilst Kyle Anderson was a good pickup, I must acknowledge, his best position is the 4, as is McDaniel's best position. So you slide those guys to the 3. I think they're going for a Cleveland Cavaliers type model, but the reason that worked is Evan Mobley is so agile and so quick, and Lowry is not bad and Allen's not bad as far as agility and speed goes. But Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert are two of the more slower, labouring big men in the NBA. So I don't think it's going to work. Even if it does for next season, in the long run, I think it'll be a very poor trade. But they've been saved from the number one spot by the worst general manager in basketball.